Shout out Roulette, I'm on the set. Aight, check the traps, no regrets. Word on the street, DanYo&Tita, they doing things. Yeah, these other podcasts ain't the same. The lean perspective, keep the community updated. The sister social, keeping the beautiful upgraded. I'ma keep it kosher, the lack of support got me irritated. I'm feeling obligated, voice of the streets and incarcerated. Yeah, DanYo&Tita. Yeah, DanYo&Tita. Yeah, DanYo&Tita. Yeah, DanYo&Tita.
Live.
Wow.
You already know.
Another week.
Man. Episode 4, the DanYo&Tita podcast. We back.
We're back. We back.
May the
Man,
fourth be with you.
you know what I'm saying?
For real.
Yeah.
Hey, May.
We in the building. We back in the building. We have returned. Episode 4.
Episode 4.
Episode 4.
Cuatro.
Yes.
Four.
I'm Daniel.
I'm Tita.
Aisha.
I'm Dip.
How y'all feeling?
Doing
Feeling pretty good, man.
It's getting warm, man.
We get in there, y'all. We on episode 4. We still here.
Yeah, man.
You know.
We doing good.
Yeah, we still alive.
Right. We still turn at it, man.
Yeah.
It's definitely not easy in the podcast world.
Definitely a lot of podcasts out there too.
Yeah,
It's almost as tough as being a rapper.
It is. But we gonna get there though.
Yeah.
We gonna get there because
Yes.
we ain't stopping.
No.
Let's get into
Can't be stopped.
But you know that freestyle intro of the week goes to my man Checkin Traps, man.
Woo-woo.
Man, shout out to
Checking traps.
Checkin Traps, the legend.
Yeah, that was dope.
Yeah,
He
it
did the
was.
freestyle intro of the week. That was crazy. That was
Yeah,
dope.
I
It
like
was
it.
hard.
DanYo&Tita.
DanYo&Tita.
So you can
Add a
find
little thing to it.
man, follow Checkin Traps. He got checkintraps.com. His YouTube channel is Checkin Traps, SoundCloud, Checkin Traps, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, Riviera Nation, SoundCloud. It's Checkin Traps. And he also has a project that's going to come out in September.
Okay.
Dreams are cheap, execution is expensive. That's facts.
That's
definitely
dope.
facts.
You know what I mean?
You can dream all you want to, but trying to execute costs money.
That's true.
For real.
It's not free.
Let's get right into it. Shout out Roulette.
Shout out Roulette.
Yep. I'm doing shout out Roulette this
Yeah,
week.
Daniel says that he
Shout
says that he
out.
has some more swag to. So
No,
whatever.
because
What?
Tita made me mad, so I was like,
What?
we was like, I'm taking your segment from you.
For this week.
You miss
for
it.
this week.
You miss it. You
You
miss
gonna
a
jack-
show.
You gonna jack the segment.
You miss a show. You get your segment jack.
Whatever. Let's see how he does it better because all I hear is talk, you know. So let's see.
Well, I mean,
Well,
that's what the
Aisha did do
segment-
it better than you.
Yeah,
but
she
anyway,
You did a
Yeah, I
very
think I
good
was
job.
real good.
You did a very good job.
let's get out the shout out Roulette. AKT Action. He has a new competition. Shout out to him. He has a new competition called Eat My Beats Rap Competition. The winner will get $3,000. It's up for grabs, man. So you
That's
gotta do
a lot of money.
Yeah, and get uploaded to a big YouTube channel.
Well,
So just go to eatmybeatscontest.com and you can select the beats and spit that hot fire, man.
that's dope.
And to get that 3,000, shoot, I might spit something to give me 3,000.
That's dope.
You know what I
Go
mean?
for it,
Yeah,
people.
for sure.
Go for it.
I got a whack freestyler too.
You got that fire.
1 or 2.
All right. Shout out to AZ Bonafide Apparel. They're over at 2329 West Glendale Ave. Hours of operation is 11:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. That's a good, all your AZ clothing lines are in there as well. Pretty
That's
dope
dope.
clothing, represented for Arizona.
Right.
We also have another clothing line, 1988. It's a graphic design and graphic tee company. You can get them at the IG 1988 Designs. It's pretty dope. Well, even though we should get that 1987 Designs. Shout out.
Oh my god.
They need somebody to send us some local teas, man.
Most
Right.
definitely.
Yeah, we do.
We gonna get with them. We can rock it during the show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Most def. Also, shout out to the Arizona Hip Hop Fest, the 6th annual Arizona Hip Hop Fest.
Wow.
It will be at the Press Room November 16th through the 17th.
Wow,
6 years already?
6 years.
that's crazy, man.
I think I did it. How many times I do? I did it twice.
Twice.
I think I was there the first
Twice.
one and the second
Yeah.
one for sure.
Yeah, we did it twice, and then I was behind the scenes for not last year, the year before.
You did. We might have to do that this year, man.
The behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Maybe we might do a podcast up there.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
could
that'd
definitely
be
do
good.
that.
You know what I'm saying?
That'd be pretty cool.
I
Ew.
guess he'll see what he say.
Right?
Most definitely. Shout out to Black Tree 420.
Yeah.
You know, you can get them at. They're also they're a company that represents for the 420. Man. They got the. You can get them at Team Black Tree on Instagram. Also, Black Tree 420 on Facebook.
Okay.
So all your 420 needs. They got clothes. They got pins. All that stuff. I might start smoking because of them. They got staff. You know what I mean? Right. But their Facebook is Black Tree 420. You can contact them at 951-264-4451. Email is trace@blacktree420.com.
That's dope.
We have an artist for a shout out. Okay. D. Sloan. Shout out to him. He just got off a Motivation Navigate tour. It was a 7-city tour in 8 days.
Okay.
He also has the project Motivate and Navigate. That's out right now on all platforms.
Motivate, navigate.
Mm-hmm. So you might have a remix. He also has Glop Styles Music Series Volume 1. That's out right now, free down on SoundCloud. He's currently working on Volume 2. And he has a song out right now for the Volume 2 circulating on Facebook. And he will be doing in March 2020, South by Southwest. He'll be on a 2-week tour.
All right. All right. You said
Hey.
D. Sloan, huh?
D. Sloan, man.
Yeah, man.
He's out there
big,
working.
doing big things, working, man. That's
Right.
good to hear, man.
Most def. And shout out to CountryAzHell, Azeverything. They have he's hosting the Lyfe Jennings show Friday, June 28th.
All right.
Over at where's this gonna be? Urban AZ.
Okay.
Urban AZ presents it. That's gonna be over
what's
there.
up.
Yeah, yes. What's gonna be at? Oh, the Marquee Theater.
Oh, Marquee.
Yes,
Okay.
yep. And that address is 730 North Mill Ave, Tempe, Arizona 85281.
Lyfe Jennings, huh? Yeah, that's big
Lyfe
stuff,
Jennings.
huh?
Yeah, I took Tita to a Lyfe Jennings show one
Oh,
time.
yeah, it was a good show.
It was
a
pretty
very
good. He
good
rocked
show.
it.
That's
Yeah,
dope.
you like that
That's
stuff.
very good.
Life always got them dope albums.
That's cool,
Yeah,
man.
he
Most
always
definitely.
got some
It
real
was a
smooth
great,
R&B.
great night.
Yeah, I got some.
Anyways,
I think you deserve that.
For real. That's just Shout Out Roulette. Tita, tell them how they can get on Shout Roulette
if
and
you
what
want
it's
to
for.
get on Shout Out Roulette, make sure you message us on. We have our website. We could get us on Instagram. You can get us on Facebook. Message us, either one of us. Let us know your info for your events. If you're advertising your project, you have like anything you want to say. If you have a business, make sure you put all your info, your details, your name, and tell us what you want to say. So we give you a shout out on Shout Out Roulette.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Facebook page, DanYo&Tita
Yes.
podcast, and the email, DanYo&Tita podcast, Gmail. That was dope. I took your segment.
Whatever.
So do you think you did better than she did?
I brought more life into it.
Anyways, moving on.
Jack move.
Let's get into my segment. That belongs to me. Word on the street news.
What's the word on the street
word on
this
the
week?
streets.
All right, we got some stories for y'all. Let's get into it. A Florida city, Riviera Beach, forced to pay hackers $600K in cryptocurrency to get the computer systems back.
Wow.
Wow.
Them hackers, man, they got skills.
Cryptocurrency?
Yeah.
But is
That's
that's
that
like,
Bitcoin money.
Right, but that's worthless, isn't it?
No. Actually, Bitcoin's going up.
Where can you spend Bitcoin?
Anywhere.
As an actual, you can't go
on
to
only places
You can't
that
go to-
take cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
right.
Which now
Well,
there isn't really many
but
places
check this
that
out.
take cryptocurrency.
If you get the currency, you can sell it for money.
really.
You get some.
So you can cash it out.
You
It's,
can
there's
cash out,
machines.
yeah.
There are
Kinda-
machines that
kinda
take
like a gift card.
There are
money.
machines.
Yeah, that take
Yeah.
cryptocurrency and turn it into money. But
Right.
the thing is, it's not. It's just.
It's not. It will though. It gives
Maybe,
some time.
hopefully.
So the Riviera Beach City Council voted anonymously this week to pay the hackers' demands.
Wow.
Saying, man, they had no choice. They had to get the records back.
Wow.
The council already voted to spend almost $1 million on. They were planning on spending $1 million on new computers and hardware after hackers captured the city system 3 weeks ago. So the hackers apparently got into the city systems when an employee clicked on an email link that allowed them to upload malware. Yep.
Damn.
Yep. So the city had numerous problems, including disabled email systems, employees and vendors being paid they get paid by check rather than direct deposit. So they lost some money there. So
that's on the person who runs the exchange server.
Because they were supposed to catch that.
They were supposed to block that email. And dude, too, he was supposed to hit that as a phishing email, go into Outlook, hit the phishing
Mark it
email.
as scam.
And mark it as scam.
Damn.
And he,
so there's about like 35,000 residents in that city.
wow.
So they all got affected by it.
That is crazy.
Yep.
The
Man.
hackers win. The bad guys won.
Yep.
This is not how the movie's supposed to
Bad
end.
guys just got paid.
You're not
Pretty
supposed to.
much, yeah.
You're not supposed to negotiate with terrorists.
Yeah. So that's
What's going on?
Exactly. So on the FBI website, it says don't support the FBI don't support it, so they say don't pay off hackers.
Right.
But they had to. They needed their stuff back.
needed
and
their
they
stuff.
needed it. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So numerous governments and businesses have been hit in the United States by this stuff worldwide recent years. Baltimore refused to pay the hackers $76,000 after an attack last month. The U.S. government indicted 2 Iranians last year for allegedly unleashing more than 20 of the malware attacks. Malware, how you pronounce it?
Malware.
Yeah, attacks.
Hackers just trying to get themselves
Yeah.
paid nowadays.
They do.
You know, if you're a hacker nowadays, you could get money.
They hit Atlanta,
Sure.
New York, New Jersey. So they've been hitting people.
I give them props though for all that.
Yep.
I mean, you got to be good, man.
You gotta be real
at
good.
writing and coding to be able to be a decent hacker. I mean, these
Reading it.
Yeah, and the security has to be even better than the hackers. So that's the thing. The security got to stay 2 steps ahead of the hackers, and they're not always 2 steps ahead of them.
No, because there's stuff to learn all the time with these hackers.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
they learn new stuff all the time.
Definitely.
So
They're learning new ways to get into you,
Yep.
into your email.
So it definitely should be more ways to come out what we can do for security tips on.
Well, it's like I've heard governments are giving hackers the option, either work for us or
technology's on the rise.
Be in jail and stuff. So
well, the ones they catch definitely.
Yeah,
they're saying work for us. Help us out to figure some of this stuff out.
The ones they catch, that's a definite.
Right.
It's a definite.
But it's
Work for the government or go
My
to jail.
respect, though, man. It's like you're
Most
smart doing all that stuff. I can barely get into my email.
Yep. So the 12th annual freshman issue XXL freshman class dropped about 2 days ago. So
for sure.
Got Blueface on there, Megan Thee Stallion, Rico Nasty. Some names y'all probably don't even know.
No.
It's not the people that we expect, but it's okay list. So I gathered some information because I wanted to see. They've been doing this for about 12 years now, since I think 2007. So I wanted to name off, since they've been doing it, I wanted to name off the top 10 freshman classes that people have been, since they've been doing it. So number 10 is the year 2017. They had Playboy Cardi, XXXTentacion, A Boogie with the Hoodie, PNB Rock, Cap G, Ugly God. So what y'all think about that list? That was number 10 in 2017.
Yeah, that was a good list.
That was a good year?
Yeah,
that was a good year. I see some good names on there.
Yeah.
Even though we got
They usually do a decent job every year of who's going to be hot.
Freshman year.
I like the list because
who was hot for the year.
Right. So I like the list because it tells you who's still successful and who fell off. As you know, Playboy Cardi, he's still doing his thing. XXXTentacion, he had passed away. A Boogie went number 1 on Billboard. Cap G, he's not as big, but he's still doing his thing.
Right.
Ugly God fell off. So.
You don't hear his name is no more. But it's so fast. It's so fast now, man. In the internet age,
It's a lot of one-hit wonders out there too.
Definitely. Number 9 was 2015. They had Fetty Wap, Dej Loaf, OG Macko, Cap G, Vince Staples, Tink, and GoLink. Like a lot of these names right here, I thought that was a good issue.
couple good names.
That was a couple good.
But a couple of
on
them
that
already
list.
fell off.
Where are all these artists?
They already fell
They
off.
all that whole
Already
issue is
fell
kind
off.
of yeah.
But that's
That
how
was
quick it
horrible.
is now, man.
Most definitely. So number 8 was 2016. They had Little Uzi Vert, Little Yachty, Kodak Black, Denzel Curry, G Herbert, Dave East, Lil Dicky, Anderson Pat Part, Designer, and 21 Savage. That was a good year.
cool list.
Yeah, that was surprised this was listed that low.
Yeah, so that was
pretty good.
that was a good one.
Most of those guys are still pretty
Yeah.
Yeah,
consistent.
they're all consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one. Number 7, 2007, the first one, very first one. Saigon, Plies, Rich Boy, Gorilla Zoe, Joel Ortiz, Lupe Fiasco, Lil Boosie, Crooked Eye, Papoose, and Young Joe.
That's
I thought this was a dope
That
list.
was a dope year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they started off, I think some of these guys did kind of fall off, but
couple of them.
it's decent. It's
Crooked
decent.
Eye, I don't,
Yeah. How many years ago was that though? You know what I'm
it's a
saying?
long time ago.
Yeah. So they definitely got their success.
Right.
Hey, what?
That's tight though.
Rich Boy fell off though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plies fell off too.
On this year, I've
Flies,
seen this.
but he's kind of doing this thing. He was doing
Flies,
this thing,
he's
but
still
he kind of
known, but he's not.
yeah, but
definitely,
he's not popping.
He
Yeah,
look like he was
Right. He's
before.
not releasing new material.
nah.
It's like this guy from my city I was born in, East St. Louis, came out in the new year. Comista Zine. He came out. He from East St. Louis. He was in the freshman year.
Oh, he was the new one, right?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
new
I
year,
think I saw him.
I hadn't heard of him, but I thought it was pretty cool. He
Somebody
from East St.
from
Louis.
Lil Mosey. He's I think it's Lil Mosey. I think I should pronounce it. He's from Seattle.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, so he's on the new one too.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I thought it was cool. Somebody from East Side was
I don't
made on the list.
like his music, but
you
but it's good to
support
see.
the-
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
support,
I didn't want
yeah.
to really say nothing about the music.
I'm gonna say something about
right.
it. I don't
It's for
like
the
it.
young kids,
Yeah.
for the kids, doing their thing.
Most
This is
definitely.
what they like nowadays.
Right. That's what it's about.
Number 6 is 2009. I think the freshman year actually skipped 2008, so this is actually the second issue right here.
Okay.
Kid Cudi, Wale, B.O.B., Charles Hamilton, Ashton Roth, Corey Guns, Blue, Mickey Fax, Ace Hood, and Currency.
Oh wow.
I thought the other list was better than
And
that.
I have a story about one of these artists. I will tell you after we're done discussing this issue.
For sure.
That was a cool list,
I think it was definitely a cool list right
but
here.
it wasn't better than the last list.
No.
The one before that for me.
Yeah, this was definitely a cool list. You see Ace is no longer with DJ Khaled no more. Mickey Fax is battling rappers. Blue kind of fell off.
Right.
Ashton Roth fell off.
Right.
Charles Hamilton definitely fell off.
All the way off.
I actually have a secret track with Charles Hamilton,
Really.
and it was too whack, so I did not. It would never get released. Just to let everybody know. Tita, keep it real. That
You're
Charles.
gonna have to let us listen
Like,
to it then.
Jeff, after the podcast, can we play that verse from Charles Hamilton? I don't even remember I didn't throw it away.
Wow.
Man, it's up there somewhere.
Wow.
When you guys hear it, we'll let me know.
Word. We might play that. Yeah, Charles did me dirty. So yeah, that was a good list right there. All right, let's do number 5. 2014. Chance the Rapper, Rich Homie Quan, Isaiah Rashad, Ty Dolla $ign, Lil Durk, Kevin Gates, Troy Ave, Vic Mesa, John Carter, Lil Bibby, John Benton, August Alsina.
Yeah, that's
I
a
can
big
see that
another-
list.
That's a big list.
Chance the Rapper's probably the biggest name on there.
Right.
He a superstar now. So
Oh,
definitely
yeah.
that's a big list.
Rich Homie Quan felt like he was blowing up and he just dropped.
Kind
you
of
know?
fell off. Yeah.
Yeah, but everybody else, they follow their
They still
lane.
going their doing a little
Yep.
bit, But yeah, he's definitely the best on the list.
Yeah. Number 4, 2012. Future, Kid Ink, Danny Brown, French Montana, Macklemore, Don Tripp, Machine Gun Kelly, Hobson, Iggy Azalea, and Roscoe Dash. This one was okay, but it's a lot of people on this list that
that's what
fell
you don't
off.
even hear about. You don't hear
there's
from
a
Hobson
lot.
anymore.
Nope.
No. Well, you
Machine
kind of
Gun.
hear from Hobson.
Really?
Yeah, I heard some stuff from Hobson. He's
I
popping.
can't
No?
say no. I can't say I have.
Yeah.
I used to see more stuff on him online, but I haven't.
Iggy became an Instagram model.
Yeah, she's just showing her booty everywhere now.
I didn't know Don Tripp was 2012. I forgot about that. He's been doing it for a while.
Yeah.
French Montana was doing this thing. He
Yeah.
kind of Future. You already know Future. Macklemore. I remember Macklemore when I was young.
Is he still doing albums?
Macklemore, he's not selling. He's still doing music, but he's not selling. I remember when I lived in Seattle, I seen Macklemore doing these
Really?
shows.
Damn, that's
so
crazy.
It was good to see him reach that level. Just I couldn't relate to the music.
Right.
But that was
It
okay.
was cool seeing somebody from the area, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Number 3, 2013, Chief Keef, Travis Scott, Schoolboy Q, Trinidad James, Joyce Badass, Ab-Soul, Logic, Action Bronson, Kurt Cobain, Dizzy Wright, and Angel Hayes.
Dizzy Wright.
Schoolboy Q was the best one on that list.
Yep.
Yeah, Schoolboy. I still like dude. I like this last album too.
I'm still shocked. I mean, I know you gotta have a big song to get on these lists and stuff, but I don't even know why Trinidad James got on this list.
Well, you know who he is. I mean,
Oh yeah, all gold everything.
right? You know,
Yeah.
that's what it's about, man. These people were kind of known, and that's what they had a decent year.
Yeah, I used to write about that though. Schoolboy probably the best on that joint.
Definitely.
And Ab-Soul. Yeah. It was okay list.
That's
right
okay.
there.
Okay, let's-
I wouldn't put that number 3 though. But number 2, 2010, was J. Cole, Pill, Nipsey Hussle, Freddie Gibbs, Big Sean, Wiz Khalifa, OJ the Juice Man, J. Rock, Fashawn, and Donis. Some of these names they
Some
definitely
of them
fall.
you don't
Yeah.
know, but some of them was definitely top
Yeah,
artists.
J.
now.
Cole's popping,
Yeah.
going platinum and successful.
And
Nipsey, rest in
Hussle,
peace.
yeah, that's crazy.
But
9
he-
years ago.
Yep. Wiz Khalifa's doing this thing. Big Sean's doing this thing. Yeah, it's okay names, but a lot of for Sean, Donis, and OJ the Juice Man, they all peeled. They all
I
fell
don't
off.
even know who they are.
Right.
Yeah, like it was just that year. You know what I'm saying? They kind of fell off after that.
Yeah, man.
All right, so this is the number 1, according to everybody, me gathering information.
Wow.
This was the number 1 ranked list right here. This came out in 2011. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Kendrick Lamar, Meek Mill, YG, Mac Miller, Big Grit, Side the Prince, Little Twist, Yellow Wolf, Fred the Godson, Little B, and Diggy Simmons. 2011. This was the number 1 on the list.
Because Kendrick's in the list.
Yeah.
You got Kendrick, you got Meek on there, YG, rest in peace, Mac Miller,
Right.
Big Crit, he's
Yeah.
dope. Side the Prince is dope too.
Yeah.
The rest of them, Little Twist and
Right.
I don't know who they
But
are.
but he's the most popular.
but those
artist.
names
Yeah.
are,
right.
if you add up the sales and all that, definitely number
they
1.
are really top. And then having Meek Mill in that class also, that was big for that class.
Yeah, it
Yep,
was.
yep. So just do some quick stories before I end the segment. A chick accused Drake of sexual assault probably sometime last year, and Jake he did a settlement of $350,000.
Wow.
Supposedly they said it wasn't true. It was consensual. Some more graphic details
Right.
about some fetish stuff. She also said she was pregnant. That she reported she wasn't, but Drake still paid her $350,000.
Right.
I wouldn't have paid her a dime.
Who's to say she's not gonna come back and ask for more money?
Yeah, and I think that's why the story's coming out more, because she probably trying to get some more money. Also, Alaskan teen murders her best friend after a man online promises her $9 million.
Wow.
This person was like 4,000 miles away, never met him. Supposed to be her online boyfriend.
Did she get a deposit?
Did not get the deposit.
Did she get anything so she knows she
It was her
going to get this
online
money?
boyfriend.
Oh
Yeah.
my
That is-
God.
man.
Yep.
Wow,
That hurts.
Yeah, it
that's
was.
just
How
sad.
did she know that this dude had $9 million?
I don't even know, man.
Like, you gonna kill someone, you gotta have some type.
Right, you got to
something.
give me half the deposit.
Yeah, they found
at
it.
least.
They found her best friend was bonded up, duct tape, and got popped in the back of the head. Man, they found her 2 days later. There
Wow.
was like 6 people involved.
Yeah, she wanted to do that, man.
Yeah, there was something going on with that situation.
$9 million was just a tipping point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She's always wanted to do that. That's just crazy to me.
Kim Kardashian partners with Lyfe that will help 5,000 inmates get free rides to job interviews.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's pretty dope.
That's pretty cool.
And $1 billion worth of cocaine found on the ship traveling from Chile to Europe, then a stop in Philadelphia.
Damn.
Wow.
Yep.
Damn.
Pennsylvania. I'm sorry, I said Philadelphia. Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I said Philadelphia. You know them beer cats in Philly. They be moving that coat. But anyway, well, yeah, man. So that's heavy.
Right.
It's very heavy.
$1 billion.
$1 billion.
Somebody lost
Somebody
a lot of
hurt.
money.
That's a big
mad.
ship too. You see, I see some pictures. Y'all see some pictures. I'll post it up on the screen for the YouTube
Yeah,
watchers.
man. That's man.
Crazy.
Wow.
I don't know what I
And
would.
that's your word on the street news right there.
That's the word of the street.
You know what I'm saying? If y'all got some words on the street news, let us know at DanYo&Tita podcast at Gmail Oh no, DanYo&Tita podcast at gmail.com, man. We want to know what the word is. Tell me what the word is. What I need to know, man. If I could tell everybody else. You know what I mean?
Let us know.
That's what's up.
All right. Shout out to Icon Radio. They play the podcast every Monday, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Icon.
Shout out, they play quality independent music on Icon Radio. So it's dope. If you're an independent artist, submit your music over there. And also shout out to Support District Radio. Their family over there.
SDR.
Yeah,
Yes,
SDR.
And they got the hydrate for the homeless going on as
they-
well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
be week 4 this week?
No.
What was going on?
What week is it? Is it week 4?
Yeah, no, week 5.
Week
They're on
5.
Yeah, they're on week 5.
That's dope.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shout out to them. They're helping out the community.
Definitely.
Yes.
It's much needed.
It's very needed.
I hear it's sister social time.
Sister Social.
Hey.
So, Aisha.
I love sister, just to let y'all know.
Daniel likes the meal of the week. That's what
Yeah,
he
I
likes.
know. Like, that's what he said last week. He was in here.
I
I
told you.
was we were
rubbing
supposed
his
to
belly. Like,
so we were supposed to
Oh my
make the meal of the
God.
week.
And what happened?
I had bought the salmon.
Right.
And then, I come in there, I took a little nap after work. Come in there. My salmon's not in the refrigerator.
What?
It's,
What happened
it's
to the salmon?
It's turning to, I ain't gonna lie, it was delicious though. But they were turning to patties. It was salmon
grounded.
burgers.
It was
It was
grounded.
grounded with
Somebody chopped it up?
the beautiful mother chopped
Wow.
up my salmon, blended up with some green bell peppers, onions.
Wow.
I made some salmon burgers.
Salmon
some
patty.
salmon
So I
burger. Wow.
had about 3 salmon burgers.
Oh, man,
To
in the
myself.
hood back in the day.
He was complaining the whole time, and I'm like, why do they shrink and stuff like that? And then when she made them, I was like,
Mm-hmm.
Daniel, why are you so mad?
But hey,
Yeah,
at
yeah.
least that was a different meal. I wouldn't have thought
Yep.
to do
I
that.
still
with
wanted
it.
the salmon with the broccoli. But no, but that was bomb. Shout out to my mother-in-law. She knows how to cook.
Yeah.
That's it.
Dope.
Yes.
That's dope.
So I have a story before we start with our sister social. In our sister social, before we start with our meals and our hacks and everything. So in a recent music video, Tory Lanez, during a scene director, he tried to replace a dark-skinned girl with a lighter skinned girl. And, a lot of people were like, because in the media, sadly to say, and every country has it. Not just here in the U.S. It's more, I guess, known here.
Right.
But everywhere in the media, India, even, parts of Africa, and even in Mexico, if you're a lighter skinned person, you will get more of the glam and
more
everything.
roles.
So, he tried, switching it. The guy said, Tory said stop, and he exposed it on Instagram, so which was cool. So I was kind of happy that somebody stood up for her,
Right.
Yeah, like I don't understand why people have such a hard time with lighter skin versus dark skin.
I don't understand.
Either
Well,
way,
You don't understand because you're not dark skinned, so that's
I'm considered dark skinned in where I'm from.
that's
I'm considered
facts.
dark skinned.
That is facts.
But everywhere else, it's like I'm considered like light skin. Like here in the U.S., I'm considered light skin.
Well,
But
I've
if
seen
I go to
Mexicans darker
Mexico,
than you, though.
yeah, exactly.
definitely.
But I'm still at that borderline.
Yeah, I've definitely seen. I watched
yeah.
a program them talking about that in Mexico, how they have problems with darker Mexicans.
Dark
and
skin.
light-
Yeah, I know because I don't know where we were, but Tita is considered dark skinned in Mexico.
That's crazy.
So this,
Yeah, and if-
the Sammy Sosa effect too.
Yeah, Sammy didn't die. This game. A
Bleached
lot
it
of
white,
Dominicans,
yeah.
That's
a lot
so
of Dominicans do not
crazy.
want to say they have African descent. A lot of them, not all, but many of them.
Yep.
And it's sad that you hear it, and it's like, why? Like, are they smarter than other people? Like,
not
what's-
comfortable in their own skin.
Facts.
I just think it's the media, because it's like how you're raised and everything. It's like
It's not just media. It's history. It's a lot of things. Light has been winning for a lot of years. Dark was more tribal and more, small packs of people, and light was living in areas where they were warring and killing each other for centuries, and
Yeah.
they brought that into the areas where dark people wasn't really doing these things, and that's who won some of these battles because of the war they were already practicing and doing.
Right. It's just
these
crazy.
little packs wasn't ready for that. So
I just don't understand. It's like, like Dip says, these years have passed and we're still stuck in that, that dynamic of, light skin versus dark skin and stuff.
That's never gonna stop.
It's like, for example, Beyonce's dad, he was saying that, if Beyonce would have been darker skin, her career would have gone a different route,
That's probably true.
Yeah.
And Beyonce's beautiful, gorgeous, smart, she's very humble and everything, but her dad says that if this would have been, her outcome, she would have been darker skin.
Yeah, cause what's that? The lady in Destiny Child, Kelly.
Kelly, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Kelly's talented like a mug.
Yeah, she is.
Her album's fire. It just don't blow up like that.
And it's sad because she's so talented. It's like it's a waste, Yeah. I don't know. And even for example, also like in Texas, they had this study that said that students did a study that showed that 15-year period range that 40 of the airplay of artists and stuff, like the top ones, were lighter skin. So I don't know what to say, but
So all the top 40 music that we hearing on the radio is all from lighter skinned people.
I guess it is. I mean, like you have to. If you look at it, it's like you look at all your people that like you like listen to. They're like,
This
and
is
that's just
female
like,
artists?
yeah. So it's just like,
Is it?
I just think that I think it's sad.
Well,
'Cause
darker tone is usually have more bad connotations attached to it, with more things of violence and anger and fighting. When you look through searches online and things like that, unfortunately, they did a study and was saying that there's more violent for darker people. Is just how people think when they see darker people. So when they see lighter people, they think more peaceful things, and unfortunately, that's the way our racist society is built.
We just have to change that, little by little, but that's gonna have to change because, there's just so much media out there, so much like people have to change that mind
We're
state.
supposed to be helping each other. That's what we
definitely are. We need to start from home,
That woman power. Sister Social.
The Sister Social is gonna begin it. Watch. Okay. But yeah. Other than that, we have a couple of fashion lines. A lot of people hear about Gucci and they hear about Prada and
Louis
all the
Vuitton
other ones I don't know about, but I heard about. But we have 10 of them actually. We have Aisha has 5 and I have 5. So do you want to start it off, Aisha?
Yeah, I guess. I can go ahead and do that. I could take the top 5
Yes,
list.
ma'am.
Go ahead and give y'all the top 5. That's not a problem. But no, we're gonna start off with Prior Moss by Peter Moss. Is a unisex brand founded by Kirby Joan Raymond that aims to challenge social narratives and evoke dialogue. I'm gonna have to go ahead and check out these clothing lines.
There's just people.
You
These are just like a couple lines that we're gonna eventually get into more, but these are just that we wanted to
that are a little
advertise.
bit cheaper than the name brand
these
stores
people that
that's out
started
there.
with their locals and stuff, and then moved on to, and then they're starting their own businesses. So we want to try to expose them out more because people should listen to these other brands. So no,
That's dope.
so we're gonna expose these out more too.
And I could show for the YouTube viewers and Facebook viewers, I can post up some of their clothing lines on there.
Okay, yeah.
We need to expose more of local businesses and people starting their
Entrepreneurs and
exactly. So I just
small
thought
businesses,
these are
yeah.
10 of them that we should expose for this week.
All right, we got Romeo Hunt. He's a modern brand created by Romeo Hunt that offers transitional and transformable fashion at contemporary prices. Also, we're gonna give one out to Studio 189, the brand of, I'm not sure what's this
I want to
brand,
say
Tita?
it's Abrima Irwa. That's what I want to say. Abrima Irwa, and the actors Rosario
Dawson.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I know her. Yeah.
They feature products created by Ghanaian artisans.
Yeah.
So people from Ghana. Okay,
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, for people from Ghana.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's dope.
How they get that?
We're like I said,
Yeah,
we're gonna eventually get into more of these. We just want to kind of let people know about these other companies and stuff.
Yeah.
So they can go out there and get some of these clothes that's,
Support
you don't
it.
have to spend $500 for a T-shirt that's just because it's Coach or Michael Kors.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Something like that.
Some of these people are so caught up in fashions and
Yeah.
name brands.
And you were telling me, didn't you say something about these are people of color?
Yeah, so these are all people of color. Okay. The first 5 are from African American to like the other what's it called? Trying to think of the word. Natives. So these are like brands, and then the other 5 are for like more Southern America. So we're kind of trying to expose like Hispanic people like from Chile and all that stuff. Brazil, so we're just trying to expose these. Cause these are people that these are entrepreneurs that will not be heard of until they're
right, until like we either wear them or go see them
Yep.
or mention them on the podcast or stuff like that, so people can go check them out.
Yep, exactly. Let's see, how many more do we have?
We got quite a few here. We're gonna get we got Her Favorite LA. They're a streetwear brand created by Charmin that features sporty chic apparel. Avenue North, Norisha Willis, fashion brand centered around activism.
So that's pretty cool. You
can go out there and get you a T-shirt made with whatever hashtag that you want to have on there.
Right, definitely. That's cool.
So I got the other 5. So Midnight Studios, created by Shane Gonzalez. They're streetwear, high fashion. We have felt, and the acronym is for every living thing. The style is early animal streetwear.
That's a dope acronym, for every living thing.
I never thought of that because when I saw it, I was like fern, and then I looked it up and was like, oh, okay, dope. I'm like, that's something we're gonna eventually come back at, We have Kuyana. It's in Quechua. It means to love. It's a luxury pieces. The co-founders Carla Gallardo. They do leather accessories and alpaca, like the
alpaca.
fur. Yeah, alpaca, like the animals. Like kind of they're like lambs. People that don't know, they take their fur and they make clothing and stuff.
Go get you an alpaca sweater.
Hey, man. Some places are places you need that warmth. We have Blanco. And an exhibited spirited Spanish brand that sells casual, chic, urban, grunge accessories, clothing for men and women. So people that want that change.
So kind of like that gothic,
like urban gothic, new street,
heavy metal, rock band.
Hey, some of that gothic clothes be dope. So sometimes they be putting like, sometimes they be having like superheroes on there and stuff.
Yeah, for real.
They be a little ripped up.
Turn Superman gothic.
That's dope, man.
And we got one more. Sarah sells women's, men's, and children's clothing. The fashion is a mixture of the latest styles right off the catwalk. Classic designs, cut ideals, off the office, lazy weekend style, kind of like, at home, chilling kind of style. So
them comfy clothes.
Comfy, very comfy,
when
casual.
You get home from work, you got to change into them.
Yeah.
Those that clothes that you want to sleep in sometimes because they're so comfy.
Right.
But yeah, these are just a couple of them, you guys. We're just kind of trying to expose these new entrepreneurs.
Yeah, that's dope. We like exposing entrepreneurs and small businesses that's local, because we want to give them a little bit of shine light on them a little bit.
And if you guys want to bring it up,
no, they're not all local, but just to give small businesses and entrepreneurs a chance to be heard of. Definitely. Instead of Gucci
all the same ones.
But I agree. I was just saying.
But yeah, but we'll eventually get some locals, and if you guys want us to advertise, your local shops, send us some stuff, send us your info. We could wear it. We could accessorize ourselves.
Get some fashion stuff.
You never know.
We sneaky.
So Aisha,
I'll tag him on Twitter for you, Tita.
Please do. Because I've been seeing when we go to these events, I've been seeing people, their little, the little tables with nice stuff, and I'm like,
this little merchandise.
Yeah, I'm like, how much for that? Like, really? I'm like, DanYo, and he's like, no.
Oh my god. Anyway,
but Aisha has DanYo's favorites. He talks about this all week.
Really?
Yes. Like, I'm like, you know what?
I don't even think he knew I was going to do that at the middle of the week.
At first, because we're all like, bro, like, should we do meal of the week? We should do meal. He's like, no. I'm like, Aisha's gonna come out with something good. Watch. I'm like, and I'm like, he's like, we're gonna let Aisha take care of that because every time.
I want to get healthy. What you mean?
Because Aisha could cook, you guys. You guys don't even know.
Thank you. But, I mean,
I'm serious. From Aisha, I mean, it's gonna be Aisha. Okay.
I'm not always the best. I do have my little faults. You know.
We all have talking about faults.
But nah, this week we're doing breakfast instead of dinner.
Okay.
So this week we're gonna do quiche.
Quiche. I've never had
or
quiche
frittata.
Before. Okay, frittata.
Frittata, quiche, whatever you want to call it, whichever you prefer to call it. It's the same thing.
No, a lot of people haven't had it.
I don't think I had quiche. I'm ready for this one now.
All right. Let's see. Since it's just the two of us in the house, I usually make it in like a 8x9 baking dish.
Okay.
To start off, I have 1 potato, and then I use 8 eggs.
8 eggs?
8 eggs. Mm-hmm.
So like the whole egg?
The whole egg.
Okay,
the egg white, the yolk, everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then I chop half of a head of broccoli, and then I just chop it up to get my little florets or whatever, And then in a large bowl, I'll mix the eggs. I'll mix the eggs with some salt and some pepper. And then I add feta cheese and goat cheese into it and mix it up a little bit.
With the eggs?
With the eggs, yeah. Mm-hmm. And then in a skillet, I'm sorry. In the skillet, I cook the potatoes. I chop the potatoes up, dice them up, and I put them in the pan with some oil. And I only cook the potatoes just enough until they're soft.
They're soft, okay.
Not sauteed, not brown, fried.
Like,
yeah, I skin the potatoes.
Okay.
Tita, ask all the questions because you don't want to make it.
Because I'm going to be making it. I need to know, like, what kind of potatoes, like.
Just a regular old russet.
Okay.
So what kind of potato?
There's so many potatoes, you
there
guys.
There really are. There you got the russets, the golds, and
they all taste the same.
They really do.
No, not the red potato. They bomb B. I eat them just like that.
But when you cooking your potatoes just to get them soft, I put some salt and pepper on them too, just to season the potatoes.
Okay.
And then once the potatoes are soft, you want to put those into the bottom of the baking dish, and then you're gonna throw in your broccoli.
Okay.
Your chopped up broccoli, and you're gonna put in your egg mixture, and you're gonna stir it up just to get everything mixed all in, and then you're gonna shred some cheddar cheese on top.
Tita said,
I like cheese.
She likes cheddar.
I like. While you're telling this right now, I'm going like this. I'm actually cooking in my head.
And I'm like this with my hands right here. I'm like,
all waiting for a plate.
Feta cheese and goat cheese. Oh my god! And then cheddar. Ay Dios mío. Oh, that sounds so
Jeff,
good.
you getting hungry over there? Yeah. Just say he loves cheese.
You can't go wrong with cheese.
No, you can't.
And I should got 3 of them. So
just
it's like,
said put some extra cheese on.
Oh yeah, the extra cheddar on the top.
Yeah.
Put it in the oven and bake it for 45 minutes.
Okay.
Get the eggs all fluffy and the cheese all melty on the top. It's so good.
So is it kind of like a? Is that it? Right?
Yeah, that's it. That's
so
all.
Is it kind of almost like a thick omelet kind of thing?
Almost, yeah.
Yeah, and you
we're about to make this.
This is oh my god. Daniel's gonna have
to that recipe.
And you can put anything in it that you want to. Onions, peppers. You can do turkey.
We're just really plain.
I usually just do vegetables in it. So
you don't even need to. You're baking it.
Yeah, you're baking it.
So you just put in this thing.
So it's kind of like an omelet, but in a baking pan.
Yeah, in a baking pan.
And
you just cut it into.
Oh, it's on like Voltron.
Little squares.
Yeah.
So and then you could use that for you could put that in a sandwich. You could put that in a wrap, or just like that.
Right. Yeah. And usually, what we do with it when I cook it, we eat it with fruit.
Okay.
Grapes or oranges, strawberries.
Like fruits in the morning.
Yeah, fruit and some eggs and potatoes.
So for example, if we would make this, how long would it last in the fridge? Like if we were making for meal planning.
Normally, the serving that this does, since it's just the two of us, it only supposed to serve 4.
Okay.
So the two of us will probably have it for today and tomorrow.
Okay, nice.
We'll eat it for lunch.
Lunch, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good for lunch too. Right now, it's like this weather. It's like you could do breakfast, for lunch, and then dinner in the morning. It's like
Yeah.
So this is eggs. You got potatoes in there. Oh,
Yeah.
Got
Potatoes.
feta
Potatoes,
cheese,
you got
goat
broccoli.
cheese,
vegetables.
your veggies,
Yeah.
and oh my god, that sounds good.
It's good, man.
That sounds very good. I'm gonna,
Instead of
This
we
is
need to buy
good.
some eggs. We got no more eggs.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually we ain't gonna tell nobody about this, but this morning I went to the grocery store to get some eggs to make the quiche.
Right.
I dropped the whole carton of eggs
No.
in the cart.
Oh my god, no.
And I cracked every egg in the carton.
Every egg, of
Every
course,
egg
of
in the
course.
carton.
Right,
Every
she
egg
talking about
was-
she gonna sneak them back on the
Hold
thing.
on.
You know they got cameras, right? So,
Right, yeah.
I'm like,
you gotta do it though.
I saw these two ladies walking by, and I'm like, y'all keep walking, keep walking,
I ain't
keep
seen
walking.
none.
I'm putting the eggs back into the carton, like, hoo, hoo, hoo. And then I closed the carton and put it right back on the shelf, like I ain't did nothing.
Well,
Man.
technically, the rule is that if it leaves the store, it's yours, you know, if it's paid for, whatever. But if you drop it inside the store, you can still change it.
Oh,
That's
my
the
goodness.
rule. I don't know if
I
the,
literally took I took the eggs off the shelf, went to go put them in the cart, and the whole thing just dropped.
Dang.
And I
Damn.
cracked every egg.
How'd you? So was
talking
there
about
like a
it?
mess and stuff?
Girl, it was egg yolk falling on the floor of the cart, everything. I'm like,
You get a new cart?
It kept on going.
You're like, I don't know what's coming out of my cart.
So somebody did this right here.
Right.
Shoot.
So like, oh, somebody spilled the eggs. Hey, that's something I would do.
All right.
All right, you guys. So that was our
That's Sister Social for
Sister
the week.
Social
Most
week.
def.
Tip: if you break your eggs, replace them.
Right.
Oh my god, that's
I
hilarious.
mean,
But make sure nobody's watching.
Yes, and no spouses or partners are instigating over here and putting people
I was
blame.
doing homework. I ain't had nothing to do with that.
right.
All right, y'all. It's time for the lean perspective for this
Lean
week.
perspective.
Week
What you got
4
for
of
us,
the
Lean?
DanYo&Tita podcast. This week, I want to do the same thing I've been doing the last couple weeks. You know, talking about a couple of I call them shots in the valley.
Right.
It's kind of ridiculous. Just some of the shootings that's going on in El Mirage. The authorities are investigating a shooting where FBI Violent Crime Task Force. The FBI says officials were executing a felony arrest warrant for Ernesto Azeverything, I think it was pronounced. He is now in the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office right now. Unfortunately, during this arrest warrant, a Valley mother was shot in the face.
Wow.
What?
Melanie Duval, 40. She was driving the vehicle that Azeverything was riding in, and when authorities tried to arrest him, Duval's family say that the mother of 3 was not armed, and to their knowledge, there were no weapons in the truck. But
The cops did that?
yeah, the police
They shot into an unarmed car.
shot into a car.
Oh my.
They was trying to arrest the gentleman. He was on a violent warrant that he had going on. Relatives and family attorney said Duval was shot twice in the face and once in the leg and arm.
Wow.
They say she has completely lost her left eye
Oh,
and have to
my.
have 2 fingers sewn onto her hand. The red pickup truck, which relatives said belonged to her, was riddled with bullet holes in the front windshield and side door. It's not right, said Jennings. She didn't. It's not right, she was saying. And the incident occurred on US 60 and Thomas Road around 11 on I think the 22nd here, or 20th. Police documents say a nurse pointed a weapon at an elderly man in front of the children, which made them, you know, more. Which they say is why the situation happened.
Escalated.
Right.
Why it escalated.
Why that's so-
3
so
people
aggressive.
were in the vehicle. The FBI say the other 2 passengers were women. The FBI would not say at this time how many agents fired shots and if they're FBI employees or MCSO, the deputies assigned to the task force. The FBI shooting incident review team is conducting interviews and gathering information regarding the shooting.
Oh my god.
That's so sad.
That is
Yeah,
crazy,
it's pretty
man.
ridiculous, man. And,
Getting caught up in all that.
another one they had was a 15-year-old boy was shot in a bathroom in West Phoenix on Thursday night. Police are still looking for a suspect. Sergio Reyes was dropped off at a park near 83rd Avenue in McDowell around 9 p.m. He went into a restroom with another young man before shots were fired, and both came out of the restroom, police said. What they were meeting about, we aren't sure, but we know they met in the bathroom and shots were heard coming from the bathroom.
So they get into the bathroom and just start arguing and start shooting each other?
They don't know for sure what's going on. The only thing they know is they came in and then they come out and shots fired. So they don't know if they got into it with someone else in the bathroom or what the situation is. The suspect identified as a Hispanic male between 15 and 20. Anyone have information to call the 602-262-614. That's the Phoenix Police. Or 480 witness.
Something was going on. A dispute happened up in that thing.
Yeah.
Something was really bad.
That's wild.
Yeah, they said something's happened at this place before. I guess 10 years ago, a girl was shot and killed in the same park too also.
Wow.
So the area kind of bad over there.
So it's just a bad situation altogether. Lastly, I wanted to talk about the community who got together and spoke about the viral video. And and everybody got together to talk about that. I guess the two people that came together at the church, and a couple of days later, the Phoenix City Council had a meeting. Community organizers, activists took to their microphones. People were chanting, "You can't hide. We know your racist side." Organizers instructed arrivals to be sure to fill out yellow speaker cards at the top right budget item number 40. The plan is to have as many people as possible demand the city council not fund the Phoenix Police Department, and to the officers involved in the videotape encounter, showing them with guns drawn, yelling obscenities to a young man and his pregnant fiance, and children were fired.
Right.
Yeah, definitely. They definitely need to be fired for that.
The city, they went on and still got the budget, so it's not like it worked. The city council budget vote came a day after the meeting. When 2,500 people came into the Pilgrim Rest Baptist Church. 2 hours into the people were talking to the chief and telling the officers about how they've been shot and how family members have been killed and terrorized by Phoenix police. There has been so far this year 44 involved shootings and incidents in 2018, and they wanted the council to act. The mayor Gallego said that I get that they want something immediately, but it's going to take time. She points to a change in training methods for new recruits, one that focuses on scenario-based situations and decision-making. Officers will also be trained and retrained in dealing with mental health calls. The department is also increasing the number of body cameras officers will wear. The council went on to pass the budget bill, the $4.4 billion budget, including $721 million for the police. But Mayor Gallego pledged to begin the process of creating a citizens review board of officers' conduct, which community advocates have requested for years, and they said it's going to start.
So far this year, we've had 44 officer-involved shootings.
They said Phoenix is supposed to be the deadliest right now in the country.
Wow.
As far as police?
Yeah, as far as police.
That is crazy.
That's what
serve, huh?
That is a big number.
Yeah, definitely. But that's just what they've said that she's going to do to try to help. I don't really think that. I mean, I think we definitely need more, and but at least this is a start. You know, I try to be more
training
about things.
Is a start, but we should also review the conduct of the officers who have already had incidents, and if they should be removed from the force.
Yeah. Right, definitely.
They need to start acting now. Now they're talking about they need time to do this. They need to start now.
Yeah, definitely. People are upset, man, and I don't think people really want to hear it anymore. They're ready for something to happen.
Some type of change, yeah.
The citizens should not be fearing the police.
No, absolutely not.
Bottom line, I shouldn't be scared of my life because I see a police officer.
And they supposed to be protecting
me.
Right. So definitely no one should be scared to call the police or have the police come to their homes. And just like with the illegal immigration, people going to agree with me with that and disagree with me with that. These people now, they don't want to call the police because they scared they're going to be shipped to Mexico or wherever.
Yeah.
So that's not helping.
And they're out there right now too.
Definitely. And they talking about more raids. Trump talking about more raids now and stronger raids and bigger raids by ICE.
Yep.
So, man, things are just crazy nowadays with the police, ICE, everything.
Now, I understand, with the job comes different situations. We know that. But, like, for example, that situation that happened to that family, uncalled for.
No, that's too far.
Yeah, that was just way too far.
There's people online saying, well, he stole more, he did more, he did this. It doesn't matter.
No.
They were not armed and dangerous.
No.
They were, regardless. Oh, they drove too far when the police, like the guy said he didn't see him. Whatever the situation, no one was armed and dangerous.
No.
There was no need for that
you to
treatment.
point a gun at me.
There
was no need for them to even shoot into the car, for them to do nothing.
There's like no excuse that messes with that. There's nothing that's gonna change. That's gonna change that outcome.
The outcome, right?
No.
What's the chief saying right now?
Chief Jerry Williams.
Yeah, what's she
on this? Well, people wasn't really happy with her at the.
Didn't she say something at that meeting that kind of was people kind of mad about?
Well, she said the community has to start the change, or the change has to start with the community.
It doesn't start with the police department,
right? It doesn't start well. And I, what I'm saying, right? And I agree with her to a certain degree, but I think that was probably the wrong time to say that because people don't really want to hear that right now when they're saying when
there's so much violence going on.
You guys to make a change. They're not wanting to hear that we need to make a change at that particular moment. So people was really upset with her about that at that time. That's not what we need to hear right now. Yeah, people were upset with the meeting period, saying that it was a waste of time and that the city wasn't really listening to people. But you know what I'm saying? When I'm seeing from Kate Galgo, she listening and she's saying at least a little that there's going to do some things, but it's not good enough, and people are not going to be happy.
She's not doing her job right? That's what they're saying.
No, people weren't happy online, and a lot of people wasn't liking what was going on.
What's going on with the lawyer dude for the family? Like, what's he about? I'm hearing bad things about him.
Yeah, I haven't heard.
What's his name again?
The lawyer
for the family. What's his name? I forgot his name.
I could figure it out.
But yeah, I think it starts with a J or something. I hear he be scamming people, man. He's
really?
like an activist, right?
Oh, you talking about Jared Maupin?
Yeah, him.
Yeah, okay. I didn't know he was acting like his attorney. I thought he was just doing.
Oh, I thought he was something like a role for an attorney or something like that, helping them out.
I know he was assisting them with some kind of.
He's assisting them, just helping them.
Yeah. I thought he was just an activist trying to help get their word out and everything. I don't believe because he's a reverend.
Okay.
So
he's a reverend.
Yes, I don't believe
he's official,
that.
okay.
Yeah, just I don't believe that he's. Because I tweeted his story the other day, and he tweeted back to me saying that they tweeted back to me a better story than the story that I tweeted out about him that was saying that he was scamming the people and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I heard about the story about him. I wanted to make sure we had the actual facts about that story.
Yeah, he was supposed to be doing some scams or something like that.
But I didn't know
from the people.
There's always somebody has a story, and I want to know. I didn't know if we had the information on him. So I see him on CNN or something like that with the family.
Yeah.
So I didn't know if he was acting as the attorney or not. So
he said he'd be honored to come onto the show. So maybe we can get him to come on. We'll talk to him and try to get him to come on and
that would be dope.
And try to get his side on what he's got going on, because we don't know for sure what he's doing, right? So we don't know for sure, but
that's what I'm saying.
We'll try to get him to come on the show.
See what he's doing in the community.
I want to know because I seen him downtown. I seen him downtown with the rallies. A situation happened, I think, a couple years ago. The family was shot by the police. A black man was shot by the police entering his home, and he did the rallies downtown.
And some people was upset with the way. Those rallies was conducted and how they were put together. They thought they were chaotic and not playing well. Yeah. So he's unorganized. He's been doing a lot of good things, but he also get a lot of bad feedback. Right. And that's what I was saying to him on Twitter, that you have a lot of good things. A lot of people say a lot of good things about you. Some people have good opinions about you, and a lot of people have bad things and bad opinions about what you're doing. So I would love to bring him on the show and talk to him and see what he got to say.
Get his perspective.
Real good.
Get his perspective on the lean perspective. Yeah.
Copyright
that. The lean perspective for week 4.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Man, that's dope. I like being respected.
I do like it. Gets
Yeah.
it's like we go from interesting media and then to funny and like stuff for girls, and then we go to like the real like news,
The
like
real
something,
news, yeah.
and it's local. That's the worst
Yeah.
thing of everything,
Yeah, definitely. I like to try to keep local,
Yeah.
man, for everybody to know
Definitely.
what's going on. Some of these shootings, man, we don't hear about these
No.
things, and then if they do go
Yeah,
on,
because
it's
a lot of
flash
us
in
don't
the
really
pan.
watch local news.
like
No.
we used to.
Right.
Definitely don't do it like we used to, because you remember grandma, hush, I'm watching the news.
and
It
then
was-
everybody's
it was
watching
local.
it.
It
The
was
news
local
came
news.
on right after the stories
Right,
went
at 10
on.
o'clock. Shut up, boy. I'm watching the news.
They supposed to be in bed.
Right. And they don't do that anymore.
Yeah,
We
man,
watching
watching the news,
24/7.
most
Yeah.
Definitely, that was dope.
For
A lot of
sure.
information. Hope we can get him on the show. We can
That'd be really cool.
ask
Yeah,
him
man.
the tough questions and get the tough answers. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. He said anytime. So we need to get together and schedule and
Yeah,
get him
we
on.
do.
Yeah, that'd be it. Most definitely.
All right.
And if you would like to support the DanYo&Tita podcast, help us out with some studio time. Huh, Jeff?
Yeah. That'll be dope.
So, if you want to help us out, you can, donate to DanYo&Tita podcast, DanYo&Tita podcast at Gmail for the PayPal, and Cash App is DanYo&Tita podcast. If you'd like to donate, $1, something,
50 cents.
get this studio time going.
Whatever you got in your pocket.
Anything.
If you have any
Yep.
health tips, meal tips, any news stories
Definitely.
or any drama news stories that you would like
Definitely,
to include into the DanYo&Tita podcast, email us. DanYo&Tita podcast at Gmail.
We definitely willing to learn some new meal
Definitely.
tips and
We
health
definitely
tips
will.
All that
and
stuff, fashion, all that.
beauty, all that.
All
If
that.
you want us to rock your brand, sponsor your brand on the podcast,
We can be your brand ambassador.
shout outs, all that stuff.
We could fashion it for you.
If you want to do the freestyle intro of the week, email us.
Freestyle.
And that was dope.
was
He
dope.
did a
Yeah,
great
the
job.
freestyle this week was dope.
Yeah,
Checking
we're
traps.
gonna play it again at the end of the show. And yeah, man, you already know what it is.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? So make sure
Dope
you
show, man.
push this share, and share.
And if you're not subscribed,
Subscribe. You already know what it is. It's the DanYo&Tita podcast. We out.
peace.
Later.
Holla, holla.
That is bleak.
Shout out roulette. I'm on the set. Ay, check the traps. No regrets. Word on the street. DanYo&Tita, they doing things. Yeah. These other podcasts ain't the same. The lean perspective, keep the community updated. The sister social, keeping the beautiful upgraded. I'ma keep it kosher, the lack of support got me irritated. I'm feeling obligated, voice of the streets and incarcerated. Yeah, DanYo&Tita. Yeah, DanYo&Tita. Yeah, DanYo&Tita. Yeah, DanYo&Tita.